For more Xbox Series X and gaming videos, subscribe now. Starting off at 25th is Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. Opening this list is none other than the Sons of Sparta. Alongside Nero and the fresh-faced V, they hack and slash demons in the most stylish way possible. This special edition comes with a high-performance upgrade, plus Virgil is playable too. Over at 24th is The Forgotten City. A puzzle game to tickle your brain. Uncover a mystifying riddle in this cursed Roman city. The writing and story are excellent, and their tricky puzzles will test you every step of the way. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. The Turtles are back, and they're still smacking Shredder's goons. Face off against ninjas and giant bosses with your friends. Take on the chaos with local play or online with a maximum of 6 players. This Yakuza spin-off doesn't rely on the hilarity of the mainline titles to make it interesting. Judgment's detective story is dark and gritty, and the search for answers gets more interesting the deeper you get. Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age Definitive Edition. A JRPG with a grand design, this is the first Dragon Quest game that graced the current-gen consoles. It features an expansive world, memorable characters, and hours of adventure. You can get more JRPG titles at a low price if you check out codes.whatoplay.com and use code whatoplay to get an exclusive 5% discount from us. 20th on the list is TINYKIN. Explore a miniature world full of adorable friends to help you on your journey. TINYKIN's vibrant art style fits with its childlike themes and inventive level design.
I'm here, baby.
Ranked 19th is Hi-Fi Rush. After its secret release on Game Pass, this latest Xbox exclusive rocked the headlines for almost a week. Tango Gameworks Hack and Slash is packed to the brim with personality, and it reminds us of those great PlayStation 2 classics. Ori returns, now with an owl for a best friend. The Will-O'-the-Wisps might be cute, but it'll be challenging for new players. The combat has been refined to near perfection, with faster moves and powerful abilities. A never-ending roguelike where your next of kin follows your legacy. Overcome this twisted tower full of monsters and pray you don't inherit their bad genes. This sequel improves on almost everything, from replay value to quality of life and gameplay.
We have been expecting you.
At 16th, we have Persona 4 Golden. With Personas 3, 4, and 5 on Game Pass, it's a great time to be a Persona fan on the Series X. Persona 4 Golden is an exciting addition with its intriguing murder mystery story, likable cast, and catchy soundtrack. 15th in the list is Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course. Or DLC, is an expansion of the award-winning run-and-gun platformer. It still rocks the 1930s animations and the ferocious bosses you'll have to take down with precision and patience. This DLC also brings along a new character, Miss Chalice, to level the playing field.
I'm ready for anything.
Over at 14th is Psychonauts 2. Double Fine Studios' sequel to their prized platformer. Dive inside people's psyche to unravel their inner thoughts. This sequel cranks up the creativity to 11, making every leap into uncharted brainwaves an unforgettable experience.
We've got a better chance working together.
The latest and biggest Tales game to date, Arise's expansive world is home to many character arcs that'll take you on a roller coaster of emotions. EA Motive's first step to reimagining the classic survival horror trilogy. This remake not only transformed the 2008 game for the modern lens, it also added its own touch in the details and dialogue. The fight against the necromorphs is even more terrifying. Over at 11th is Vampire Survivors. A roguelike that turns you into a bullet hell boss, Vampire Survivors' addictive gameplay can be a curse if you're not checking the time. Survive from an endless horde of monsters and power up your hero to become a living nightmare. Coming in at 10th is It Takes Two. A 2-player co-op game and the winner of many game awards, It Takes Two combines creative levels and gameplay variety in a game about a broken marriage. Over at 9th is Hogwarts Legacy. The game that every Potterhead has dreamed of is finally here. Step into the halls of this magical school and be your own character. Where this fictional wizarding open world shines most is in its atmosphere, making you feel like you're an actual student casting spells and making potions. At 8th is Elden Ring. Without a doubt, From Software's latest is a massive success. Anyone who's mildly interested in video games has heard of it. The Lands Between is home to many daring warriors taking down fearsome bosses. Metroidvania inspired by the classics, Ender Lily's gothic landscapes and gritty atmosphere is not just for show, it is punishing, especially for the uninitiated. Think of it as Dark Souls with Hollow Knight's gameplay. Stanley returns to work in this enhanced edition of the bizarre 2013 metagame. We won't spoil much, but Ultra Deluxe is more than just a visual upgrade. It has hidden layers of new content begging to be discovered.
Get up, detective. One last time.
5th spot belongs to Disco Elysium: The Final Cut. One of the greatest narrative RPGs of the last decade, Disco Elysium's witty dialogue and strong characters make up the most of this experience. In The Final Cut, it has a fully voiced cast and bonus content to keep players on their toes. It's not a great list without Supergiant's multi-award-winning roguelike. Demigod Zagreus' journey across the fiery pits of hell is still a surprisingly human story. Seek the aid of your Greek god aunts and uncles and escape from Hades' parental prison. 3rd place is Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. Doki Doki is a visual novel best played blind. There's a lot of things we're not supposed to tell you about this game, but what we can tell you is, it gets pretty scary. Like an old creepypasta gone haywire. With that in mind, try at your own risk. 2nd entry is Persona 5 Royal. Royal is the best way to play the latest mainline Persona game. It's packed with new characters and a new dungeon, and loads more surprises for new and old fans.
You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
On top at first is The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition. Geralt of Rivia's 100+ hour journey to save Ciri is one for the ages. This complete edition comes with their DLCs Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine. In a world teeming with fiends, plague maidens, and political intrigue, your two swords will solve most of its problems.